Hey Leos, this is Tessa with Spiritual Asset. I'm bringing you guys your April 2019 reading, so let's get right to it. I already shuffled, cut the deck, laid your cards out. I do have four cards from the Archangel Michael deck, so let's get right into it. So first card out from Archangel Michael is admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Make a commitment. And last, your children are watched over by angels. All right, Leo. So, messages from Archangel Michael: admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Make a commitment, and your children are watched over by angels. So, let's get right to it. The cards that came out for admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly is the Tower alongside the Hanged Man in reverse. So, what I'm getting from here is that, Leo, a tower moment happened. Okay, tower moment happened, and it left you in suspense. Okay, because when we have the hanged man in the upright position, this man is being suspended from what he's holding on to, what he's tied up into. But reversed, this person is now coming out of this. Their perspective has changed. Um, So what I'm gathering, Leo, is that now's the time to admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So some sort of tower moment happened. Some sort of sudden change happened in your life, Leo. And this caused you to, like I said, go into that hangman position, right? Where you took a pause, where you surrendered. You had to let go of something here. But now you're coming out of this, and what I'm picking up is that you're now able to admit the truth to yourself. You're now able to act accordingly because now you have come out of this hanged man, the suspension. You are seeing things a lot clearer now. You are realizing that this tower happened because of some things that were your own doing. I'm just going to be truthful here. This is what I'm picking up. And this is why it says admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. This tower moment, you were the cause of this tower moment. You know, so you had to go into the suspension mode, right? Really let go of the situation, and you were able to really take that pause and that time out to reflect. And now you realize that you're able to admit the truth to yourself. Now it's time for you to act accordingly, Leo. So Archangel Michael is saying, write about your thoughts and your feelings. So we do have the victory card here, the Six of Wands, and Justice. So what I'm picking up is that, you had a lot of feelings stemming from this. You probably thought that you were wrong. And like I said, any situation, it takes two. It takes two, but each person needs to identify, right? And take responsibility for their actions. And I'm picking up that you truly didn't identify or take responsibility for your actions initially. But after you went into that suspension mode, right? After you took the time out and let go of the situation, you were able to see the role that you played in the situation, the role that you played in this tower moment, and now you're able to admit the truth and act accordingly. And it's also about taking time out to write about your thoughts and your feelings, not to have your thoughts and your feelings bottled up here. Yes, when we have the Justice card, yes, you wanted a just and fair outcome, right? You want the truth, right? And also, when we look at the Justice card speaks to a cause and effect. So for every cause, there is an effect here. Okay, so whatever actions that you bring to the table, there is going to be an effect based on your actions. So the justice card, it talks about cause and effect here. It talks about fairness, balancing things out. And once you do that, you're able to have that victory here with the Six of Wands. But it's also about, allowing your feelings, letting loose of your feelings on paper, writing out your thoughts and your feelings, stemming from, this tower situation, stemming from, you taking time out to change your perspective to see exactly where did you go wrong in the situation and to admit your truth when it comes down to that. And so Archangel Michael is saying to make a commitment to who and what only you know. But we do have the Star card here, and we have the Six of Swords. So what I'm picking up is that whatever commitment needs to be made, and I'm trying to really veer away from calling out a particular sign, okay? Only because people deal with different individuals, and I don't want to just pinpoint it to be one particular sign that you're dealing with. So I'm changing the aspect of things up here. So when I look at the Star card, this is talking about having faith, being hopeful in the situation here. Okay. Now whoever you had this tower moment with, that you're not able to admit your truth, right? Admit the fact of the role that you played in this situation, the role that you played in the tower situation. You're able to write out your thoughts and your feelings and balance things out, and you will gain a victory, right? And so it's saying to be hopeful, right, and making a commitment, because this is probably what I'm picking up is this tower moment that happened with a particular individual. This is the individual that you want to make a commitment with or make a commitment to, and it's just about being hopeful and having faith that that y'all can move forward, that you can move past, that tower moment here. Now if you really look at this, you see the Six of Swords is laid out on the deck, and the ship is sailing off into the sunset. So it's about leaving behind whatever, whatever issues, whatever that tower moment was. It's about leaving that behind and moving forward, and you're having hope in doing so and making this commitment. Okay. And so we see your children are watched over by angels. So some of you may have children, and may be concerned about your children. We don't know, maybe your children are off to college or getting ready to go off to college. You're a bit concerned, but Archangel Michael is saying that your children are watched over by angels and not to have any worry or fears. We do have the Seven of Wands here. So when we look at the Seven of Wands, this talks about challenges here. And we have the Ten of Cups. So Archangel Michael is saying that how, yes, it might be a challenge, or you're having some challenges with your children, but just knowing that how your children are watched over by angels, your family life is watched over by angels. This is a blissful, wonderful family life that you will have. Okay. Yes, you're going to go through a bit of challenges, but just know that your children are watched over. Whatever situation you're going through, that it is watched over by the angels. Okay, that the outcome is going to be a beautiful outcome here with the Ten of Cups. That it is a divine love and harmony between your children here. Everything will be aligned. And so whatever challenges you're being faced with right now, when it comes down to your children, have no fears, have no worries. They are watched over by angels, and you guys will, your family life will align accordingly. It will, harmony will be brought back into the situation, whatever concerning your children here. So Leos, let's see what message the angels have for you here. What message do you have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Okay. What message? Two more. What message do you have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2019? Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's get here. Let's see. Let's get this going. There you go. One more. One more for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2019. Angel, what message do you have for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2019. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No more, no more, no. There we go. All right, Leos, let's see what's going on here. So we do have communication. So it is about communicating. When I look at it, after this tower situation, and you're coming out of this hanged man position here, or hangman energy. When you're in the hangman energy, when it's upright, you're actually, it's almost similar to not the Hierophant. It's almost similar to the Hermit card, because you're going within. You're looking at things differently. You're looking at your perspective. You're looking at you're surrendering. You're going within as well. And so here it's saying that now you're coming out of this hangman energy. It's about communicating your feelings, your thoughts. It's about communicating to that individual in the role that you played, admitting the truth to yourself and acting accordingly. Acting accordingly is communicating here, Leos. And here it is. We did have the balance here. We have the Justice card, right? That speaks about balance. Once you gain balance, then you have that victory here, right? And so the angels are saying to balance the situation out, to balance yourself internally, right? Balance out your emotions, because we do have emotions here as well. And so once you are able to communicate, once you are able to balance your emotions out, you can make the proper commitment. You can admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. You can, not hold all your thoughts and feelings in, but let it out. Write these feelings and thoughts out on paper, right? Balance your emotions out. You're able to make the commitment, and knowing for yourself that if you have any issues with your children, that they are watched over by angels here. Okay, Leo, so this is your April 2019 reading. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Until next time, take care. Bye.